Hey, welcome back. We're starting off with another video today. We got the 4300 axle moved out. We got the other axle stacked over here for right now. But what we're going to do is get ready to start drilling some holes. But we just got to measure the locating pins, measure those on the leaf springs. So that we can put new holes in the pads here. So we're definitely going to be moving out to here. And then we got to drill new holes for the U-bolts. But I've already knocked one just to see how hard it would be to get these out. Had to take the big hammer. I think it wasn't too bad to get that knocked out. So we'll get those knocked out. We'll get this drag link took off so it's out of the way. And we'll get that done. Get our holes at least measured out. Definitely we're going to have to go probably to the Hobo Freight and pick up some tools to drill out the bigger holes. So I have nothing here to do that with. But I'll bring you back when I've got some more work done on it. Okay, here's a little update on the situation. The castle nut, I could not get it broke loose, so we're gonna have to, I guess we'll cut it off. We don't really need it anyways. It's gonna be super long for our steering setup. We did get some holes marked, but these holes right here are definitely in the way. It's a better shot of it. So I guess we'll have to take the old U-bolts, cut them down, probably about a 1/4 inch difference between the bolt and the outside here on each side. Give it a good tack weld or weld it pretty good to where I can still drill through the bolt and make a new hole. But we'll definitely need to get some tools for that. But that's just a little update so far. I'll bring you back as we get some more progress done. Well, here's an update on the front axle. And we finally got all these holes. We got the drag link off. But man, what an ordeal that was. I ended up having to get a mag drill. Had to order that. Between that and a hole saw and a little bit of Dremel work, we have all the holes drilled. And we gave the pads a little bit of redone work. A little bit of spray paint. Just clean them up a little bit. But finally, the moment I've been waiting for, get this front axle up underneath the truck. But what we're going to do, I got some little furniture moving dollies. I'll put the axle on so I can move it up underneath the truck. But we'll jack the front end back up so we can roll it up under there, and we'll get her sitting down on the axle. But I'll bring you back when I've got it up under there and got her bolted in. Let you know how that goes and hopefully it worked out. But you'll know here in a second whether it worked or not, but we'll be right back. Phew, my goodness, what a job that was. But we've got the axle sitting in there. Wasn't too bad to do, just had to jack the truck up, get like this big bad boy squeezed in under there and getting it moved around. But now he's got to get the U-bolts back in, and we're going to reuse the factory ones because we didn't take any leaf springs out, and we've got them all here. I'll take a wire brush and clean them up a little bit. But I think on this pad here, we're going to take a little 1/4-inch plate. I ain't got nothing that thick, but we'll take a little 1/4-inch from here to here. Just tack it in about the same height as this piece right here. That way everything's set and true and level. But we'll get that cleaned off, get that piece welded on, and get everything wire brushed, and we'll get it installed. And I'll bring you back once I got that done and show you how it is. Alrighty, we've got the U-bolts in, the brackets attached and everything. Just want to remind you all, this is basically a mock-up stage. It's not permanent, because we may have to either shorten the U-bolts up to here, get new ones so they'll mount here. Because saying that, with the shock being here and this goes over there, the shock is going to be in the way now. So the old setup worked, the new setup, it's not going to work. So, but we do have the axle installed. So if you want to do a newer front axle on an old 4-wheel drive, just say that the leaf springs will work, and we'll check out the other side. Everything's attached in here. Same issue. We just don't really have enough threads on there to really give them tightened up the way I want, but they are good and snug and they will hold. Just for test purposes right now, till we get everything finalized. But on this side, the shock, you know, there's nothing in the way on this side, so this side's going to be fine. But we may have to redesign the shock locations. And I've got it, all the weight is not on the axle. It's shared with the blocks and the jack stands, but we are kind of at right height on the front. And with saying that, with a 36.5-inch tire that I'm wanting to run, which is the 255/70 22.5s, it's going to give me about a 6.5-inch gap here, which is what I was looking for. So it's going to fit perfect. But I think we'll wrap this video up. The next video will definitely get started on the rear axle. And from the way everything seems and looks, we are going to have to take this bracket and move it straight up. That's going to give me 3-inch drop. And that should help with the clearance of the rear axle. We'll show you that. So we've got it here, Dana 80. So, and that being said, we're just going to have to cut these off. Try not to mess them up and just move them in so they'll fit those leaf springs. But shouldn't be too bad. We'll definitely have to get new U-bolts for those. But yeah, we'll wrap this video up. And let me know what you think. How you like it, how it's coming along. I think it's coming along great. Hope you all agree. But with that being said, we'll catch you on the next.